There's no hiding that throughout your time, one of your best dance partners...
hiding, man. That's my gimmick. Nobody sees me. I hide. Thanks, everybody. Wow, this is loud. All right, let's get down to it. You got questions, I got answers. Let's start right over here.
Hey, John, how you doing?
Good.
So in a few weeks, you're going to be making your final appearance at the Allstate Arena here in Chicago.
Sure am.
It's good. Which will be full circle because that's obviously where you debuted.
The Rosemont for old folks.
Yep. Yeah! So I just wanted to know, what has the city of Chicago meant to you performing here over the years?
That's an easy one. I can answer that immediately and say everything, because it's where the journey begins. I tell people you can't have a finish without a first step. And man, my first step was in Allstate in an incredible moment. And since then, it's been one hell of a ride. So Allstate to me means everything. It's going to be wonderful to go back there. I'm looking forward to it. Excellent question. All right, here we go.
Would you collaborate or work with the Muppets one day in a movie since you're a Hollywood actor?
Well, I think calling me an actor might be a stretch if you've seen my stuff. That's kind of beyond my control, but I would love to. I think I would be up in the balcony with Statler and Waldorf if we did that.
I was just wondering, is there one WWE superstar that you never got an opportunity to have a match with, that if you could go back in time and book the main event of WrestleMania with, who would it be?
Just selfishly, Andre, because he was like the measuring stick. The folklore behind Andre the Giant is mythical, and both physical as his presence, but also in like the folklore of the fraternity of the brotherhood of wrestling, especially the WWF territory. I'm sure it's across the world because Andre was a global phenomenon, but selfishly, yes, that'd be the one, Andre the Giant.
My question's centered around the heel turn. I know you explained in past interviews that you were upset with the promo you did in Lexington or Grand Rapids explaining the heel turn, and then knowing what we know now with Dwayne.
Hold on. You're going wild. You know that I was upset with that? What do you mean?
You were upset with the crowd reaction to...
Oh, no, I wasn't upset. I just know I failed. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You can learn from failure, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I went out there and bombed.
No. I actually think you didn't.
Shit happens, guys. Come on now. All right, it's okay. Thank you, though. Continue. So I just want to course correct. I don't want you to, assume anything.
Thank you.
Yep.
But knowing what we know now about The Rock not essentially paying off the turn after Elimination Chamber, how would you have adjusted explaining your heel turn knowing that he wouldn't have followed it up after Elimination Chamber?
Man, what I'm hearing is, in a hypothetical universe, what different choices would you make?
Sadly, yes.
I will answer that with hindsight is a waste of time. Homie. Let's live right here and now in the excitement and adventure. We got 11 dates left. I think I'll be able to talk about all this bupkis in January after the whole thing is over, but we've taken the audience on a hell of a ride this year, and we still got a ways left to go. So I'm excited about that.
You led perfectly right into my question about pizza. Zeppi's Pizza, what would you rank it 1 out of 10? And do you think you could still crush the challenge today?
Zeppi's Pizza, for sure, I would crush the challenge. I got to answer that in reverse. But now I've had a little bit of pizza education. I can understand why they closed their doors.
Thank you.
John, thanks for being here. There's no hiding that throughout your time, one of your best dance partners...
hiding, man. That's my gimmick. Nobody sees me. I hide. I just want to get that out.
You got me out here just talking to a wall.
Go for it.
One of your best opponents has been the best in the world, CM Punk here from Chicago.
Yep.
What's made him such a formidable opponent and someone who's fun to go to work with every day?
A few things. First of all, we both want the same spot. And I also think we both love the same thing. A lot of people that want that front spot purely want it for selfish reasons. Every once in a while, you get somebody who wants to sit in the front that loves the business. And we love it in different ways, too. And I think we're such different personalities, but we share a lot of the same core values. So we just want to, we want to bring the best out in each other. For some reason, we kind of found each other and found each other at the right time. And man, I wish I could have kept him with us. I wish he didn't have to take all that time off, because we could have had some more matches. But I'm grateful for the moments we've had, and I think we just we both want to sit in front. We both really love the business.
Do you think Logan Paul could beat you at?
First of all, I want to thank Logan Paul's family for being here tonight. Man, do you think this audience likes Logan Paul? No? I don't know if you're going to like my answer, but I've always been one of those guys that you don't have to like, you can hate, but I'd like to think that I earn people's respect. So what I'm about to say might not be the answer you're looking for, but hopefully you'll respect it. Do I think Logan Paul could beat me up? Yes. I think he's got a very good chance of beating me up, because he's really good at WWE. And I know there's not a lot of people in this room that like him. He is not a likable guy. I disagree. I think he's underrated. And I think he gets a bad rap. He's not an outsider. He belongs in the WWE. I think his best days are ahead of him. I think he's got championships in his future. I can tell you that I'm not looking past Logan Paul, and I'm not believing any of the hype that he's this outsider and should be taken lightly. I'm training hard. Cody Rhodes brought out the best of me at SummerSlam. He kind of reignited a fire in me, and I know I have a very, very tough opponent in Logan Paul. So do I think he can beat me up? Yes. Will he have to earn every inch? Absolutely. We got over here. By the way, that was like such meditation, sleep talk, wrestling promo, trash talk. And then we're going to have a match, and I'm going to kick your tail in. And just really slow, we just getting to the point of it. Great question, though, right over here.
Hey, John, I just want to say it's going to be a hard day once you're retired from in-ring competition.
You know something I don't? You know about my opponent or anything like that? It's gonna be a hard day. This is a certainty. Thank you.
My question is, how would you see a hypothetical meeting/fight going between the 17-time champion John Cena and Peacemaker?
So, the best I can do to answer this is watch episode 1 of Peacemaker season 2.
Oh, shit.
Because it kind of happens. So, be on the lookout for that.
I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah. I came here to see you.
You're disappointed because nobody can.
That's right.
I'm gonna use that joke till we wear it out.
All right.
Because y'all use it on me. First time I heard that thing was in 2005. And I've been hearing it ever since.
Looking at the past few years, what's something that you've learned from fans that maybe you didn't expect?
Yeah, a hush fell over the crowd. Gosh, what a great statement and question. And my answer to your question bleeds into your statement. Your words. You don't have to be here. This guy has to be here. Because he's security. Everybody else in this room doesn't have to be here. So what's one of the things that I've learned from fans over the years? That y'all want to be here. And it doesn't mean that the noise I hear in an arena, I should take personal. Because at the end of the day, we all share moments, and y'all want to share those moments with me. And man, I love being here. That's why I do these things.
Thank you, John.
I had a question. I asked Ric Flair at a Q&A if he had any good stories about partying with you, and he said, yeah. John can go, but I can't share the stories. I was wondering if you had any good experiences with that, and also if there was a phone conversation or in person before the 17th title. Thanks.
Rick sent me a text, called me on the phone. I saw him in person a few days after. When it comes to that, man, he is the level of class. As far as stories, yes, there's this one time. 2-week tour overseas, and it's tradition that when we're in the UK, we enjoy what the UK has to offer. So Ric Flair and I went out to the Ritz Hotel at about 4 p.m., sat down for high tea. We had tea and sandwiches.
Oh.
That's the story.
That's the story. Thanks.
Right on.
Well, John, now that you're officially part of the DC Universe as Peacemaker, Season 2, August 21st, if you had to match these WWE wrestlers with a DC character, who would they be? AJ Styles, Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, CM Punk, and the rated R superstar Edge.
Punk would be Joker. No, Seth Rollins. Well, it's weird because everybody changes. Like, Seth Rollins would be the Joker. Punk would be Batman. AJ would be Superman. That dude is super virtuous. He can't. I mean, yeah. So he'd be Superman. And what do I got to think of something for last one? Edge?
Edge.
I don't know. I'm taking requests. Anybody? The Riddler, maybe? Two-Face is good. Two-Face is good. Yeah. It is. Because we've been friends and we've been not friends. Yes.
Hi, John. Nice to meet you. How did you come up with your catchphrase, "You can't see me"?
By accident. My whole life is a series of accidents. And we were just producing Basic Thugonomics, and we played the track for my little brother, and he just did this thing where he was doing this. And I'm like, "You look ridiculous." And he said, "You won't do it on TV." And back then I was on Velocity, a Saturday night program, which would be comparable to like Main Event or Speed or something like that. And here, perspective is everything, right? Sometimes superstars get chosen to have a match on those shows. And they're like, man, I'm not on Raw. I was like, yo, I'm Mr. Saturday Night. I'm gonna make sure that's my program. So my brother dared me to do it. And I did it. And you guys made some noise, which is like, I have to do that again. And now, I always have to do it.
Thank you.
Happy accidents. Right on.
And I would like to know, when do you think the movie roles really started hitting for you? Because I think it took a good 10 years before they actually wrote roles for a professional wrestler to go and deliver.
That is the kindest thing anybody's ever said. Because you just put the blame on everybody else. What I heard was, man, you sucked for about 10 years. By the way, the reason I heard that is because that's how I feel about the first 10 years of my existence on film. I'll tell you when the switch hit. When I put as much passion into that as I put into wrestling. So when I started giving a damn is when things started to switch.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How do you feel about your retirement tour ending?
I feel that's inevitable, hopefully. I mean, it will come to an end. Can I answer the question with a question, Darren? Is that okay?
Yeah.
How do you feel about my retirement tour ending?
I feel it's sad because maybe people might not know you anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I understand that. I understand that. Here's my strength against that. Because, right, that's very important. Like, will people forget about me? So, I'm not 9, I'm 48. And in that time, with all these spectacular things that I've done for all these people, the most effort and the most work I put in on is believing in myself and knowing that I'm enough, even if no one else remembers me. I love who I see in the mirror. And because I know what that love feels like, I'm able to transfer that love to the special relationships in my life, like the core, your group of best friends. So you're right. Everybody in here might forget about me. And that is kind of sad when you say it. But when I look in the mirror, I have a smile on my face and love and joy in my heart. And I want to make sure I always surround myself with people who feel the same.
So I know you haven't gotten a lot of like acting because everyone here loves your WWE career, but I also like seeing you in movies and shows.
Thank you.
So my question is, because I recently watched Suicide Squad like a year ago, and it's one of the movies I like to rewatch a lot because I like the story and I like the sequel. So in the sequel, since you know you were in it, what was your favorite scene to record?
Ooh, the opening, great comment from Peacemaker in the crowd. I appreciate that. There he is. Yeah, got to give him his due. The first scene where we all arrive on the beach. It's not the first scene where you see Christopher Smith, but like they put down the essential Suicide Squad and those guys have a bad time, they have a bad go of it, and then they put us down in an alternate location. The reason that's my favorite scene is because it reinforced one of the core principles of my professional life: be coachable. This Peacemaker is like Peacemaker changed my life. James Gunn changed my life. When he gave me this opportunity, he specifically said, do not read any of the comics because I would like to do this my way. I said, well, what should I do for my character? He's like, come up with everything else, but don't marry yourself to the comics. So Peacemaker was kind of a last minute thing, but I had about a month and a half to prepare. And boy, every single day I was like diving into what would this guy be and what would he think and how would he react? And I came up with Peacemaker. And it's not the Peacemaker you see because we build this huge beach in a back lot and then we're doing this massive take. It's the, sorry again, kids. I would eat a beach full of dicks for freedom if I had to. It was that scene. That's how you guys know it. That's how I have to say it. That's how you know it. But I did it and James just wasn't vibing with all of my choices. And after 2 takes, he's way on the other side of the beach and through a megaphone and says, cut! And then it's a long pause because he's got to come all the way over there. Comes over in front of everybody and just goes, hey, throw all that away. I don't want you to do this. Just be a douchey, broy Captain America. So in that moment, I have 2 choices. I can say no, because I've already done all this work and sunken cost fallacy is a real thing. It's like I'm not throwing it away. Or you know what you're talking about. To hell with all the effort I did. I'm going to throw it away, be coachable, and take your advice. I'm so glad for that moment because I failed. I got great advice from somebody smarter than me. And after that, I gained a mentor and somebody who like saw something in me and be like, wow, you're coachable and you seem to like this. Let's make more stuff. Keep in mind, I was dead in the Suicide Squad and he brought me back for Peacemaker. So apparently something worked. Guys, that's my time. Thank you so much for your patience and your participation. I'm greatly appreciated. Hopefully I see you all back here when we do the Rosemont one last time in a few weeks. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Good night.